Hi, I'm Anthony from bestbluesguitarlessonsonline.com, and in this video we will look at the most complex and painful blues chords ever. So these three chords we will explore here are really popular choices to use in blues part, but they're really painful to get into. And those chords, the three chords we will look at, use 5 fingers. Yes, 5 fingers. You will use all fingers including the thumb. So let's start exploring them. So the first chord is played like this. You can follow along the tablature under the video here to check out the fingerings and where to put the fingers. But essentially we're playing the C note here on the D string with the pinky finger, 10th fret. Then on the G string I'm playing the 9th fret with the 3rd finger. And my 2nd finger is playing the G note here at the 8th fret on the B string. And then the index finger here at the 7th fret on the high E string. And this is a C major 7 chord. We play it in blues. A lot of jazz tunes also use this major 7 chord, and here we will use the 5th finger, so the thumb here also at the C note, at the root note. So once you have your fingers down here on this, on these 4 strings, this part of the chord, we can wrap or thumb around and then play the C note. So as you well know, this is probably in the beginning painful to take this chord, but it takes some practice and it's a really cool sounding chord. And then the second chord is basically the same, but instead of playing the major 7 chord, we will play the C7 chord. And there's only one finger that is different from the previous chord, the major 7 chord. And this new C7 chord voicing, and it makes it a bit more painful even. So we will have to get the index finger to the 6th fret on the high E string. So we play the B flat note over here, but the other fingers stay the same. And also, again, once you get acquainted with this part of the chord, we can wrap our thumb around and play it here on the C note. And then you will see that it's really painful, unless you have really big hands. But I don't have these really Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan gigantic hands, so it's quite painful to take this chord. And then we can play the same chord, then higher on the neck with the root note at the 5th fret, at the 5th string, sorry. So I'm playing the identical notes here as in previous chords. We have the C note, the E note, the G note, and the B flat, but I'm playing on the 4 middle strings of the guitar. It's basically the same as in the previous chord. Now I'm playing it over here on the neck. It's again the C7 chord, and we can then also wrap the thumb around the neck, and in this case it would be C7/E chord. So I'm playing the 3rd of the chord, which is the E note here in the bass. Luckily these chords aren't used a lot. Well, the chords are, but the fingerings, the voicings of these chords aren't used that much in blues, maybe with the exception of the first 2 chords here. But this last one isn't used a lot. But it's great practice because there are songs that use those chord voicings and they sound pretty good, like C major 7 played like this, or the C7 chord played like this. They are great, but if you prefer to take a more basic approach, you can of course play C7 chord and many voicings, many other fingerings that aren't as hard as these ones. But I hope you liked the video, and if you do so, subscribe to the channel for all things blues related. Also check out the website at bestbluesguitarlessonsonline.com. You will find there a free downloadable ebook on the blues rhythm guitar side of things.